Hello and welcome to the 2023 General Safety Self-Audit Introduction Guide. My name is Gracie Baldison and I am the Program Coordinator for the GSSA. Please contact me if you have any questions or concerns about the GSSA. In this introduction guide, I will cover the who, what, where, when, why, and hows of the GSSA. Also, I will share available resources aimed at simplifying the GSSA completion for all participants. Next is why is the GSSA or LSA necessary? The GSSA is necessary to establish a baseline of safety and regulatory compliance. The self-audits promote a proactive approach to increasing awareness of administrative safety controls and knowledge of regulations to create a safe working and learning environment. Lastly, it aids in reducing incidents, injuries, violations, and fines through various phases of management. These are planning, preparing, and mitigating hazards and operations to ensure safer environments. These also include an emphasis on effective communication to increase awareness and overall safety in the working and learning environments. Let us begin with what? What is the GSSA? The GSSA is a mandatory self-inspection program created to cultivate a proactive approach to safety and regulatory compliance. It also promotes understanding and individual accountability for managers and supervisors. The GSSA is geared towards general safety and industrial safety. Stay tuned for a tool eh&s created to quickly determine if you must complete the GSSA or LSA. The LSA is similar to the GSSA in that it is a mandatory self-inspection program aimed at cultivating a proactive approach and promoting individual accountability. However, the main difference is that it is geared towards FIU's laboratory community or locations that conduct experiments with or without hazards. Moving on to who must complete the GSSA or the LSA. First, we need to establish whether your space is obligated to submit a GSSA or LSA. eh&s has designed a survey that determines whether a self-audit is required. Our website features an anonymous survey with a maximum of 3 questions that will provide you with an answer to this question quickly. The survey is available on both LSA and GSSA web pages. I will show you how to access the survey through the GSSA web page. First, navigate to ehs.fiu.edu. Then, click on Safety Programs and select Industrial. You can either select the General Safety Self-Audit link or scroll down to the title. From here, click on this link. As you can see, this is the survey. Question 1 is a quick introduction. It provides contacts for each self-audit and links back to the eh&s website. Question 2 asks to select the classification of the space. Depending on the classification of the space, you may need to answer a follow-up question asking about the presence of special hazards in the area. The next screen will either tell you to fill out the LSA, the GSSA, or neither. This screen will also have links to the required self-audit webpage or the general eh&s website. Remember, only one room number is allowed per submission. If you have multiple room numbers assigned to you, each room requires a separate GSSA. The retake as a new response link will be most beneficial to you. I will talk more about this soon. If your location is in an open concept, submit one GSSA for the room number you are assigned to. For participation, only FIU employees are authorized to participate. EH&S will not accept submissions from students, interns, volunteers, or PhD candidates. FIU safeguards personally identifiable information in compliance with the Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. However, EH&S understands that at the university there are many instances where an individual can be both an employee and a student or intern. In these cases, make sure you use the FIU employee email and the employee-issued job title. If you use your FIU student email or title, EH&S will reject the submission. EH&S advises the supervisors or managers to submit the GSSA. This is because they have the best understanding of the hazards and operations within the space, the authority to implement corrective actions, and the ability to establish safety protocols. The supervisors or managers must either complete the GSSA or assign it to an authorized participant. EH&S expects the group lead to determine who will submit the GSSA and who will be the primary and alternate contacts for the space. Additionally, if there is more than one group that shares the same room number, each group must submit a GSSA. This is because each group is responsible for hazards, operations, and personnel. This responsibility incorporates implementing safety controls to ensure hazards are handled appropriately, operations are efficient, and most importantly, personnel are safe in the environment to work or learn. Now, we will cover when the GSSA will be available. The GSSA and the LSA will simultaneously open for 3 months, starting on August 1st and ending on October 31st. If the GSSA is not completed within the time frame, there will be a process of escalation that could lead to the space being shut down, access being revoked, and a mandatory meeting to reinstate the space. Where can the GSSA be accessed and how can you complete it? Access to the GSSA will be on our website. Navigate to ehs.fiu.edu. Click on Safety Programs, select Industrial, then either select General Safety Self-Audit or scroll down until you see the headline. From this page, select this link to begin. You can access this link from any computer, tablet, or mobile device from anywhere. Lastly, I will tell you about the resources EH&S has created to ease the process and streamline the submission process. Before completing the GSSA, we provide a preview and a checklist that serves different purposes. You can find the preview here on our webpage. The preview is a PDF that allows you to see all the questions, explanations, links to EH&S safety programs and resources, available response options, and conditional parameters in place. EH&S encourages you to review this before submitting a GSSA because it provides you the opportunity to understand the questions that will be asked and to make any corrective actions you think are necessary. You can also find the checklist on our webpage. The GSSA checklist is a shorter PDF version of the preview that it is in a checklist style made for you to conduct a walkthrough of the space. After completing the GSSA, you will receive a confirmation email affirming the submission has been received. The confirmation email provides a response summary so you can review the submission. If any edits must be made to the submission, click on the Retake Response link. Below that is a useful resource that can be used for individuals who manage multiple spaces. The Retake as a New Response link allows you to duplicate the original submission as many times as needed, starting from the beginning of the survey. This saves time by eliminating the need to start a new blank survey for every location, as you can simply advance through the questions and make any necessary adjustment to reflect the new space. Using this link does not alter the original submission. Again, if you have any questions or concerns about the GSSA, please send me an email. Thank you and have a great day.